Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning. Oh, oh my god, okay. My dog. Oh my god, I gotta find it. My dog was just attacking a wasp thing. Oh my god, now it's more gonna come. Okay, guys, I gotta fix the situation. And then we'll get back to this. You know that attracts them, now I have to kill him and attract more. Okay, back to regular programming. Jesus. Holy man. That scared me. Like eating a little wasp thing that's like a big, not a little, a big wasp hornet thing. Well, at least it didn't sting me. Or Beano, who is, ow, being very vicious about his ball right now. Okay, good morning. We're in the garden today, in the fairy garden. There's my little fairy set up there. I actually have a crystal that was charging all night long. And if you look, I'll take you over. All of a sudden, all these little mushrooms just popped right up in there. There she is. She was charging all night long. Got her ready for camping. Just need to bring a crystal along to make sure we got something there to just give us that extra good energy to protect us while we're out there. If you don't know, I'm a pagan. Sorry. It just like all of a sudden these mushrooms just popped up in there. So we're in the fairy garden. The kids are inside watching TV and playing. So I thought I'd come out here if it gets a little windy and noisy. I'm so sorry. We got a coffee. Oh, there's a crow. Hi, bud. Ow, Beano, you're vicious. Leonard's inside playing with the kids. So I just wanted to come in here and like talk to you guys about like the second trimester of pregnancy. Like, I kind of talked to you about, well, made a couple little vlogs recently. The last one was about like morning sickness and a little bit of my second trimester, like what I was going through. And about like rashes and acne and stuff during pregnancy, which I'm going to cover in this video as well. Again, it's not going to be edited. Oh! I don't get paid until next week. And during that week, we are going to be camping because we're leaving Friday. Because, oh, as you don't know, if you probably, I don't know if you know, you might know. Ow, Beano! Vicious. Okay, Wind. Morgan's birthday is today. Yay! He's 29. So we usually go camping for like 10 days. And it's usually around his birthday. So today is his birthday. We're leaving tomorrow. Yeah. And we're staying out there, me and him, all that weekend, all week long. And then we're coming and picking up the kids. We're coming in Thursday, picking up the kids Friday. And then the kids are coming out for the weekend. So it's kind of nice. We get a little bit of break away from the house. But, so that's why I'm kind of like getting everything ready. There's going to be a couple camping vlogs. But I just kind of wanted to pop on here and like talk to you guys about like pregnancy in the second trimester. Sorry, he really wants to play and I'm worried he's going to come over and go, arr, 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 Mom. He's a chihuahua, he's a little vicious. So your second trimester, you're usually in the 13 to 28 week range. And different things can happen. I'm not going to hit every single subject. I could if I actually was editing a video and stuff, but I think it'd be, I don't know, just a little much without a little bit of editing in there. So basically you're in your middle 3 months of pregnancy. You get tons, like not even just in your second trimester, but you get tons and tons of blood tests taken during your pregnancy all the time. They're always taking your blood and getting you to take pee samples and all that kind of stuff all the time. You'll probably get another blood test in your second trimester because this is where they kind of start checking on the development of the baby and the health of the baby and stuff now that the baby is formed into more of a baby. So you get some more blood tests and usually get an ultrasound around 20 weeks. I don't know exactly how far along I am because I haven't gotten my first ultrasound yet. But I think I'm in about the 14, 15 week range, maybe 16. So I have an ultrasound set up for the end of August. I think it is 28th. So, or is it? Yeah, it's 28th of August. So I'll be a few weeks still into mine then, and usually around 16 weeks is when they can tell the gender of the baby. Whether they tell you the gender of the baby is not. Some ultrasound techs will, like with my first two out in Alberta back in the day, they told me there, right there, whether they thought it was a boy or girl. There was no issue. With Isabella, they said that they'd put it in the report, and then the report would have to go to my doctor, and I'm like, okay, make sure you put it in the report. Like, I'm a single mom at this time. I just want to grab stuff to make sure I have it ready for her or him or whatever as much as I can. And they're like, oh, yeah, sure, if we can, we will. And then I went to my doctor's, and the ultrasound tech didn't, or the ultrasound doctor didn't even put it into the report. Apparently, I got one of the only doctors in town that chooses not to put it in the report because it doesn't matter. I'm like, well, no, it technically doesn't matter, but it's still nice to know if you want to know, you know, but whatever. So I was kind of pissed off, a little bit emotional about that. I got over it, found out she was a beautiful little girl when she came out, but it kind of sucks because you want to do like the things that everybody's doing, because when I had Angel and Nathan, there's like really no gender reveals. The internet was like just becoming popular at the time, like Facebook and stuff. Excuse me. So there wasn't much of that, or like I didn't get to do that. I didn't have like the technology or know how to do that, so I didn't get to do that. But since this is my last baby, I'm getting my tubes tied after this. It's my fourth child. Morgan's first, my fourth. Altogether we have four. I'm going to get my tubes tied. So we wanted to kind of do, since it's his first, my last, we want to do the hurrah. We want to do the baby shower. We want to do the gender reveal. So you could maybe, you possibly will get your gender in the report back to your doctor. You might not. There's a place in our town where we can go and pay $100 to basically get an ultrasound from an outside clinic, and they will tell you what your baby is. So we'll do that if need be. I didn't do that with Isabella because at the time I was a single mother, like I said, and I just couldn't, to me, $100 for that was just, it was outrageous. But for this situation, I'd like to do that. Now they say morning sickness usually leaves around this time, or at least disperses. I can definitely say mine is less intense, but gone, no. Some mornings I wake up and I cannot stop dry heaving or puking, depending on what I've eaten or what I've drank. And then I become like completely starving because I've done that. And then I eat, then I'm okay for a little bit. Then the afternoon rolls around and I'm sick again. Like nauseous, and I'm just like driving around, I'm like, oh, kill me. And then I'm okay. And then nighttime comes and I go to bed and I feel nauseous again, and I'm like, gagging or whatever, throwing up or all this kind of stuff. So really, I think it just depends on the mom, the lady, the body, like the baby. I don't know. Your boobs and your belly start to expand at this point, I feel, anyway. For me, I've gotten, I don't know if I can show you. I've gotten a little bit of a baby belly going on. kind of just looks like chunkiness too, but there's some of that. But it's baby belly. You can definitely tell because can't hide it. Which is kind of, you know, it's a nice point though, because I have like mom belly already from my other 3 kids. So, excuse me. So at this point, I feel that you kind of get that sexy feeling, that sexy pregnant feeling. You're like, oh yeah, I got sexy baby belly. You're like, oh, I'm working it. You know, you kind of get your groove back. Apparently you're not feeling as sick. I don't feel as sick at certain times, especially when I'm getting worked up and horny. So just remember that, lady. Braxton Hicks contractions can somewhat come into the mix. Also, I get like a very bad sciatica nerve, and I've thrown my back out once before, and it seems to be affected a lot now with the pressure of the baby growing bigger and stuff. So just keep that in mind. If you have like back problems, the pressure of the baby growing can affect that. Braxton Hicks contractions, it can be scary and it can be painful, and sometimes you don't feel them, sometimes you do. You know, it's just best if you're scared to just go into the doctor or emergency room and just get checked out. You know, what's the harm in getting checked out? If you're scared, why stress yourself out when you're pregnant, when your body's already being stressed out? Like, don't worry about it. Just go to the doctor. Skin changes. We talked about this kind of in my one other video. Acne is a big part of that. My face is breaking out. Like, I don't know if you can really tell because of the lighting right now, and it's bad and it hurts and you just don't understand why. And if you're like me, you pick at it when you shouldn't be and you wreck your skin, and then you want to use all these beautiful beauty products to try to cover it up or to try to fix it, but then some of them make it worse and some of them don't, and you just don't know because your body's not used to what you're used to. So that happens. And then rashes all over your skin. Like, usually you get these, like, for most women, it's more around, like, stretch mark area where you're starting to, like, your body's starting to stretch and move and grow. So you can get rashes on your stretch marks. But for me, and I'm sure for a lot of other pregnant ladies out there too, I tend to get rashes basically wherever. You shave your legs and you use like the wrong shaving cream, you get a rash. You fucking wear wrong deodorant, you get a rash. Like, it's just not fun. That part is not a fun part. I want to get to I want to be one of those glowing pregnant women where they're like just glowing. But maybe I do look glowing when I'm sweating, like, but my face is just destroyed from acne. So that happens. Also, if you can't notice, you also get nasal problems. And it's not just for me. This happens for a lot of pregnant women. I don't know the statistics. I didn't put that much effort in because I didn't want to have to edit out if I was, looking into a book and stuff like that. But I know this for sure because I did just look this up. Didn't just go in here not knowing anything. Also, I've had 4 children, or on my 4th. You can't breathe. You get like stuffy and like clogged and stuff. And getting sick, even when you're pregnant, is difficult because some of the medicine you can't take or you don't want to take. You try home remedies and stuff like that, but even those you have to be careful with because certain herbs you can't have while you're pregnant too. It can be a lot. Like, go talk to your doctor. They may be able to give you something to help you breathe and stuff like that and help you loosen up your nose. And dental issues. Like, there's a lot of talk of swelling gums, which mine did start, not bad today, but they were the other day, just super sore, and it felt like you floss just way too hard. And you're like, oh, my gums are bleeding. So brushing your teeth and stuff like that, you should probably use more of a sensitive brush. You don't want to overwork your gums. You don't want them to be bleeding and sore. Just they get swollen and stuff. I'm sure there's some home remedies that I could look up and talk about on here with you guys, because I'm into the home remedy stuff. If I can do it from home and I can do it out of like herbs or anything like that or natural products, I'm down. Another thing I'm going to talk to you about is like dizziness, because myself, I believe it's a low blood pressure I have on top of being pregnant. And you can get really dizzy. Like sometimes it's just you're taking a lot of work building this little baby inside of you, and sometimes as parents and stuff like that, it's hard in our day-to-day life to fully take care of ourselves. But you just have to remember to try to do that. Try to make sure you rest. Try to make sure you're eating properly, drinking a lot of water and stuff like that. Fuck you, phone. Don't die on me. Almost done chatting with my friend. And just remember, you're number one, because if you aren't there to take care of, if you don't take care of yourself, you won't be able to take care of anybody else. You won't be able to be there taking care of your kids if you're not taking care of yourself. You won't be able to grow a human being inside of you if you're not taking care of yourself. So you need to take care of yourself. Leg cramps are another big thing. That kind of goes with the sciatica down the butt, but also like my calf the other day, all of a sudden it just like tensed up, and I was just like, oh my God, I can't move. I didn't do anything. I was just sitting there, and all of a sudden it just started tensing up. So, get your man or whoever, go for a massage if you don't have a man, or, massage your own legs. Try to do self-massage. Get a man to massage you. I don't know. Get a woman to massage you. Anybody. Come on. Get those hands in there and, massage. Get that neighbor to massage you. I don't know. And the last thing I want, and that I have kind of listed down, is like, and excuse me, man, I'm sorry, but vaginal discharge. And it happens, and sometimes it'll be kind of freaky, because you'll be wearing your panties or whatever, and you're out doing stuff, and then all of a sudden you feel like a bloop, like the little bloop. And then you're like, oh my God, did I just bleed or something like that? What the heck? A treat? Yeah, you guys share a snack each. Tino, I'm almost done. Okay, you need to go and watch your sister with Nathan, please. I'm almost done. I'm almost done here, please. I don't even know where else. I don't know. What happens, okay? So you just need to check, and if it's like, smells a little funky or doesn't look right, you know your body, right? You kind of know. Go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. If you're scared about anything, go to the doctor. Go to the emergency room. They are always there to help you. Call a health link line. There's always stuff available to help you. And believe me, pregnancy is wonderful at the same time as it is hard. But just remember to take care of your body and love yourself. And you'll do great, guys. Okay? And I'm going to try to keep you updated on as much pregnancy stuff as I can, because I want to and I love it. And I'm sure somebody out there will appreciate it one day. Okay, stay sexy, bitches. Bye.